that. Guys, good morning. Happy Monday. A continuation from last week, right? We talked about, wrapping up Mindset Monday with let's go get a win, win the day, win the hour, win the appointment, win your workout. If you figured out a time to sneak into a gym, something that sets the tone for the next time that you actually did that same act. So remember, go win, knowing you're going to go piss somebody off, right? Like I hope you guys frustrated somebody with your attitude, with your results, with just your dedication, your intentional focus. So I teased it last week, right? In the book Winning that we're reading, Tim Grover mentions 4 components of winning that will determine how you'll manage your fears and, wait for it, even your doubts. So the first one, think of a circle. Right, so you get the circle and then like an onion, I should say, and then layer, right? So on the outside, the very, very first layer is called talent. In what? Talent, guys, believe it or not, every single one of us has some talent in something, right? We all have a shed of talent somewhere along the line. So none more evident than everyone has some form of this, right? Like we have some level of talent, some degree of talent. Now remember, being in the circle is not elite or remarkable because everybody falls into it. However, it's the jumping off places where we're going to start so we can jump into and where we build off of. Always, always, always remember that talent alone will not get the job done. And then next layer, right? So just as we're coming into the core of the earth, if you will, all right? Think of it like that. Intelligence. What? I have to be smart and talented? Yes, guys, we got to be smart and intelligent. So intelligence, inside this circle is our intelligence. It's slightly smaller because not everybody is taking the time to be a little more, an industry expert in each one of their fields, right? So now we have this talent level. Now with your intelligence, you don't need to be an almanac by any stretch of imagination. However, you do need to be extremely intelligent on your craft. Right? There was a great quote that I heard. I never had to be the top producing agent. I just had to know more than the top producing agent. These folks know that they have talent and they know how to use it intellectually. Now, this is my favorite circle. So again, here we come. We're coming down, 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 down. Competitiveness. This is my favorite. Imagine that, right? This should be to no surprise for any single one of you. It's not the center of it, but this one speaks to me the most. Grover goes on to say, and I quote, "You can have all the talent and smarts in the world, but these attributes do not guarantee anything unless you have a desire to compete." Unless you have a desire to compete. A lot of folks will claim they have that extra gear, will claim they have that edge, that stack of chips on their shoulder, but when push comes to shove, they let the fear and anxiety creep back in. They let the fear and anxiety creep back in saying, I can't do this. The doubt, right? Like I've never, like this goes back to even some of that visualization exercises that we've talked about for months now. So we want to make sure that we're able to block out that anxiety, that doubt with our talent, with our intelligence, but it's that extra juice, that extra gear, that competitiveness that, remember, great competitors do not hold back. Now, resilience. This is the one. This is the power to stay in the fight when your fear is telling you to run the opposite direction. Who's experienced that before? Who's experienced that last week? Yesterday, heck, even 10 minutes ago, where you're just like, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know the result. I don't know the end game. I am scared of what could happen instead of being excited about what will happen, right? So resilience, guys, is the absolute smallest circle in the bunch. This is the place where we want to reside for a number of reasons. But for me, what sticks out, when you breathe the resilience air, you have the ability to see everything that can go wrong. Let me read that. You have the ability to see everything that can go wrong. So you can start prepping for those, right? Anybody who's ever heard me teach on our trainings, like I always say, enter the conversation in the back of the consumer's mind. This is our ability to sort of have that future lens, have that ability to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Now I'm prepping for all the stuff that may happen along the way. And then when it happens, guess what? I've already handled it. I've already had a plan A, a plan B, heck, even a plan F and G, right? Like you're building all of that stuff in. We've heard it at length with some of the greatest minds out there. Being resilient, right, does not let a snowball effect derail you from what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You see, resilience isn't about being blind to your surroundings. It's about what knowing you have been there before and knowing I will be better for it once I get out of this. So this is really what separates the fear and the doubt. Resilience, guys, allows you to be on high alert, all while remaining in control of your decisions and your actions, right? All while remaining in control of your decisions and your actions. So I'll wrap it up with this. Without handling fear, with your inability to handle the failure, without knowing how to manage failure, we will struggle handling winning. Hope that's helpful. See you guys all next week. And in case you missed it, it is 12 days to Christmas. So you better hit Amazon Prime if you're running late.